Go. That's probably why it sounds not right. Got to put the mic on. Okay, now it's working. We got under 30 seconds left. Hey, Penny. Nice to, see you, but not see you again. We got 15 seconds. Alright, and let's get started. Group of 9, pretty good for a Wednesday. And because my Wish Champs are on. So, welcome back, Puneet. We've already said Andrew. And Ken. And that might be it. Might be some new riders. So, welcome, Stefan, you, Andy, Takahiro. And that's it. And no, we've just got a random flag that's got no name, so I'm pretty sure that's not right. Anyway, so starting 3-minute warm-up, ramping into zone 2. 40 seconds in, so I think about another 20, and we'll jump into zone 2. So it's a pretty short ramp to start. We're going to do some 30-30s next, so zone 2, zone 4, alternating 5 times. So 1.5 minutes all up in zone 2 and 1 minute in zone 4. 3 minutes recovery. And then into the zone 6 blocks. So we're going to be doing 2 2-minute blocks with 1 minute recovery. 3 minutes recovery, and then 4 1-minute blocks with 2 minutes recovery. So time's probably going to go pretty quick for us. Efforts are going to seem like forever, and the recovery is going to go quick. So this session will be over in no time. So we got about 1 minute 20 left here. Our next block's still zone 2, but it's going to get a little bit easier than the end of this ramp. By a few watts anyway. So 1 minute to go for us. Last 40. Looks like we're all pretty even today, around that 0.5 to 2.5-ish mark for everyone at the moment. And last 15, so this is as hard as the zone 2 is going to get for the whole session actually. We're going to drop back down in 5, still zone 2 though. So if you want to grab a drink, now's a good time because it's a little bit easier. So we've got about 20 seconds until we lift into zone 4. So just to keep the transition nice and smooth, we're just going to spin up the gear a couple seconds before, just so we don't get stuck at like 40 RPM. So we're going in 5. So spin it up slightly. And 30 seconds. Looking good, halfway point. Phoenix just smashing into some zone 6 already. Nice. And last 5 for us. And back to zone 2. So if you need to again, now's a good time for a drink. Otherwise, one more zone 4 block, Another 30 at zone 2, and then it's recovery time before the main sets. So spin up the gear again. You got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And last zone 4. I'm just trying to move my table in the middle of an effort. My iPad's like super close to my face. It's distracting me. Anyway, 10 seconds left. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. So 30 seconds a little bit easier. Then we're going to drop down. So 3 minutes recovery coming up back in zone 1. But we're going to split it into 2 blocks. 1 minute first and then a 2-minute block. So the last 10 for us here, and then we can have a good sit up before we get started. And we're dropping down. So first minute, make sure you grab a drink as soon as you can. Also we'll have another drink before we start the blocks. Otherwise, just sit up and have a stretch for a bit. Wait a minute. I wish Champs was over. Finished yesterday. Getting confused with the time zones. I work on way too many time zones these days. I work on 5, so I was looking at the calendar for someone else, but it's their time zone, so I'm confusing myself. Anyway, 5 seconds left here, and then rolling straight over, same thing again, just 2 more minutes. So we've got another session Friday. It's a little bit earlier. It's at 7 a.m. UK, what's it called, British Standard Time. It looks like most of us are, we're actually from everywhere today. Anyway, it's 3 hours earlier than today, it's just on Friday. And then next Wednesday, same as today. And then the following Friday, and it's already the end of August. So then it'll be new ride schedule time. Anyway, we've got about a minute till we go. Friday's session is 40-20s, I think. And next week is similar to this session, just a bit of a progression on Wednesday. So we got 45 left for this one. We do really need to spin up the gear. Good 3 to 5 seconds before, because we're going from zone 1 to 6. So the cadence will drop down heaps in erg mode. So we've got 2 minutes at zone 6. We'll break it up into at least 30-second blocks, maybe even 15 towards the end. And we're aiming for just a nice steady cadence. So 15 for us. So 5 left, spin up the gear. 3, 2, 1. So quite short, 2-minute block. So let's give it the next 20 seconds to find a comfortable cadence, and that's going to be our target for all of the efforts. Most of you are hitting red chevrons, so nice work. Down. 3 more blocks of the same thing to go. So if you check your cadence now, it's probably at a comfy-ish spot. So if we aim to hold that for all the efforts, we'll be at a good point. One minute left. So we got 1.5 watts per kilo. Massive U. 5.4. Weapon. We got 40 seconds. So your probably legs feeling it a bit now, so just keep an eye on the cadence, try and bring it back up, because you're probably dropping. We got 30 left. Ken's hitting 4.4, that's also huge. Final 15. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. And a minute recovery. So this is our shortest block of recovery. So just sit up for a bit and catch your breath. Relax as quick as you can, because that's going to make the next effort easier. And then we're doing the same thing. So spin the gear up 5-ish seconds before and then settle in, and we'll break it up into smaller blocks. So 10 seconds. Get ready to think about lifting. So going in 5, 3, 2, 1. So 20, 30 seconds finding rhythm. Settle into your cadence again. Almost every single rider's hitting red chevron, so nice work. Quite a few 3 watts per kilos. So just past the 30 down, so minute 22-ish to go. And about halfway. So check in on your cadence, see if it's dropping down, or if it is going up, try and bring it back down. Otherwise, if it's low lift, try and get back to where you started. This will be the hardest part of this session, because we've had a short recovery and long efforts. So long recovery coming up. Final 30 for us. Last cadence check. Almost there, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. So 1 minute block of recovery, and then we'll roll straight over into another 2 minutes. So you got probably another 45 to catch your breath, and then 2 minutes to properly recover. So just take it easy for a bit, sit up, have a drink, have a stretch if you need it as well. So 10 left here. No stress, we're just rolling straight over. Same intensity for another 2 minutes. So next 4 1-minute blocks, they're still zone 6, but they're higher intensity because they're a bit shorter, but we get double the recovery. So we had 2 to 1 work to rest before, so 2 minutes on, 1 minute recovery. This time we've got 1 to 2. So 1 minute work, 2 minutes recovery. So it should feel a little bit easier. So 1 minute to go. So when you're ready, make sure you grab another drink before we start. At least a sip. Same thing for the start of each of these blocks. So spin up the gear 3-5 seconds before. And then same cadence target. We got 30 seconds. I have to tighten my shoes, otherwise it's impossible to do a hard effort. It's just a mental thing. Anyway, let's go 5 seconds, spin up the gear. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Just 1 minute this time. So it's shorter, we've had a bit of practice, so try and get on top of the gear in the next 10 seconds. So then we've got 40 seconds where we can just focus on really good power. Nice, everyone's red chevrons. Halfway point, last 30. Cadence check as well for the last third. So lift if you've dropped, or bring the cadence back down if it's rising a bit. 10 left. 5, 3, 2, 1. 1 block down. So 2 minutes recovery for us. Heaps of time. So catch your breath in your own time and then have a drink as well. And plenty deep breaths so you can recover. Relax for a little while before we refocus for the next one. So halfway, another full minute for us. So still plenty of time to take it easy. So for this one, same thing. We're going to spin the gear up a few seconds before, settle in and spend probably the first 15 seconds trying to find rhythm. So getting comfy in your position, finding a good cadence rhythm, and then trying to get your breathing to line up with it. And then 45 seconds of consistent work. So 15 to go. thinking of lifting cadence. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice, lots of chevrons already, so that's perfect. Should be into good rhythm at this point. 40 seconds left. Halfway point. Last 30. When we finish this block, it's halfway through the 1 minute efforts as well. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice work. So 2 minutes again. Practice what you did last time. So catch your breath and relax for a while. Drink when you're ready. And then deep breaths. Stefan's obviously lagging behind us a bit. Finishing off his effort by the looks. And finished. So 2 minutes recovery for you now. Good solid, like 35 seconds behind, I reckon. So we have 2 blocks left. Let's focus on getting the start really strong. We've got 1 minute to go. So start's a key for good quality effort so you get the most out of it. But if you're a racer as well, being able to start quickly and focus is really important if someone attacks. Because you want to be able to focus, get into rhythm, keep calm because you're probably under pressure if you're responding. And then being ready to go if someone else goes again, because that often happens. So good for training, good for racing. We've got 15 to go. So let's get the start strong. Remember, lift cadence about 3 to 5 seconds before. So let's lift. 3, 2, 1. So another 10 seconds finding rhythm. Focus on your cadence if your legs are starting to feel it this effort as well. Already halfway, final 30. Keep focus on the cadence, keep breathing really well. 20 to go. And count pedal strokes if your legs are burning, because that distracts you. So count to 8. 5 left. 3, 2, 1. Last recovery. 1 effort to go. Stefan probably has another 20 seconds to go. The rest of us are relaxing. So same thing, relax, sit up, breathe deep, have a drink. We've got about 1.5 minutes still. And Stefan, you got 2 minutes. Same things again. I count pedal strokes when my legs are burning because I need to distract myself from that. So if you're feeling it, start at 10 and then start going backwards. So the closer to the end of the effort, drop it down. So start at 10, go to 8, go to 6, shorter focus blocks. Going again in 40 for our last one. So 15. Don't forget, lift the cadence at the start. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Last block. So 10 more seconds to settle in. Left, 1/3 down. So check the cadence more regularly when you're tired. Halfway. For the last stretch, count pedal strokes if you need to. Everyone's on red chevrons, nice work guys. We've got 15 seconds left. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. So efforts are finished. We're on a giant hill. You can still back it off, we're all tied together. So 2 blocks are 2 minutes, exactly the same, so 4 minutes for us to cool down. So we can break it up next minute and a half to just get back to normal, like catch your breath, let your legs recover a bit, have a stretch. And then 2 minutes easily pedaling to finish it off. Nice quick session for a Wednesday. Past halfway at this point, we've got 48-ish seconds. Stefani might have a little bit longer than everyone else because you're a bit behind, but I think everyone else is the same. So 30 left for us here, so let's say 30 more to stretch and have a drink as well if you haven't already. Then we'll just roll the legs over for 2 minutes before we jump off. Okay, rolling over, 2 minutes to go. Hopefully feeling a little bit more recovered after those blocks. Lucky we're not on a real 13% grade. Last 90 seconds. So if you are jumping off as soon as you finish this session, make sure you have something to eat and something to drink. And if you're going to do a little bit of extra riding, remember to keep hydrated for your session And have something to eat after those blocks as they were intense. It's only 30 minutes, but you ripped through a lot of glycogen just then. You got 1 minute. Last 30. Thanks for jumping along for the ride. Same time next Wednesday, similar session. Otherwise Friday, 3 hours earlier. Thanks team. I will catch you guys all later. Have a good day, good night to Ken. Bye guys.